Last time we talked,
Now
we
we'll
talked
wait
a little
for
bit
the
about
next
how
celebrity to
things are
get
going to
here.
change once the book is a big
So
hit.
we'll see.
And it seems like
Thank you.
already things have changed within the house with John kind of, maybe he's supportive, but he's now not as successful. How does that progress in the next few episodes?
Well, I think it's an interesting, I think some of the storyline came from me talking to Lizzie Weiss about how hard it is for a woman, and that's happening to me, when your kids kind of don't need you anymore, and what do you do with your life if you dedicated so much of your time to your children, and now what are you going to do?
Right.
You got, maybe 30 years left, what are you going to do? And so I think I brought that up, and Lizzie kind of ran with it, because I said a lot of women have this problem, and that whole idea of how relationship things always shift and change,
right.
and you have to grow with each other or you break up. And so, yeah, I think it's really hard for John. I think he's a really fair and honest man, and he loves her.
Right.
So he's really trying to deal with it. And I think it makes for a really interesting dynamic, and DW is such an amazing actor. I love working with him.
And what is the conflict for you, though? I mean, it seems like maybe you're not. Are you getting as much notice as you expected in terms? Your character, obviously, for the book.
Oh yeah, I think she's a little ditzy. She's like a little whatever happens, happens. And meanwhile, she's running the whole world, but a big house with no cleaning lady. I don't know how she does it. Like me, no fingernails. But I think she's fine with it. I think she just needed to exercise a demon. But I think some of the things she says in the book come back to haunt her at the trial.
How much were you involved in when they were writing the book and kind of looking it over and making sure that it fit for the character?
I was not involved at all. I wish I could say I was, but my character wrote it, wherever she is, and I didn't have anything to do with it.
Have you read it?
I have read it.
Did anything in it surprise you about maybe you had an idea about the history of the family or the history of John and now?
I didn't agree with some of it, but that's our job as actors to fill in the blanks, and that was her job as a writer to fill them in a different way.
What part didn't you agree with?
Oh, I'm going to keep that to myself.
Okay, just curious.
That's between me and the ghostwriter.
All right, well, thank you so much. It was great to see you.